Hello, everyone, and welcome to the current episode of the interview line on Unakriti at YouTube. We are really excited to come back with yet another episode, yet another interesting person who's doing amazing stuff. At Unakriti, we truly believe that all of us have multiple potentials and we help you tap those potentials. As our tagline says, we help you tap your avatars. Whenever we have been developing websites or blogs for people, one of the key questions that is asked by them is, how do I make money from it? How do I monetize? So while we do our bit, while we coach our clients, we thought, why not bring an expert over there as well? Today, we will be meeting Yukti, who is an engineer by profession in the past and identified certain opportunities in the expanding world of social media and decided to make that as her core profession. So without taking too much of time, we will invite and welcome Yukti and take on her journey from there. Hello, Yukti, and welcome to the interview line.
Hi, Navita. It's great talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you for making time and coming over here on this platform. So we hear that you were an engineer and then you tried your hands and created a niche for you in the field of arts. And currently you're working as a travel blogger and exploring vlogging as well. So why don't you tell our audience, and we are excited to hear about your journey. Tell us how it all began. How did you start to identify different potentials within yourself?
Yeah, being an engineer, I worked means it was like a conservative style. I worked in a corporate after doing my engineering, but then after during my work only, I got married, and then due to my husband's job, I used to get shift means it was like we used to shift to many new places again and again. So working in a corporate became very difficult for me. So I left the job and looking after my family. My kids were also born very early, so I was very much involved in my family, but something was going in my mind that I want to do something. So after the growth of social media, because social media gives a lot of opportunity to means market yourself for free also, and you don't have to spend so much, and you don't need a physical space like a shop or something like that to open your own thing. So when this social media thing came up, then it gave me an idea, why not to start my own thing. So at that time we were shifted to a new place. Again we shifted to a new place, Abu Dhabi. It was very new for me. So there was many Abu Dhabi is a cultural city, so many painting exhibitions and all that, government and all local people support that, and they invite artists from all over the world. So I was good at painting, so I thought first I will start from here, my exhibiting my works in the painting galleries and all that. Hopefully I got accepted also, and they invited me to means be the part of international artists, and I exhibited some of the Indian tribal art there. So it was a good going. At that time I was involved in that. My artwork sold also there. And then suddenly, as you know, a lot of shifting, we shifted to Dubai. Dubai is more for glamour and more for shopping, commercial brands. It was not much of painting, so going to Abu Dhabi daily was tough for me. And being a tourist, living in a tourist city, and my past background, like I have traveled to many places, I got an idea to start my own travel blog, travel website. Why not give my way of traveling, my ideas to all the people? Because I am living in a tourist city. Many of my friends used to ask when to come Dubai, how to come Dubai. This gave me an idea why not to put my travel notes to a website so that all can read at a one place. Because giving tips again and again to people, it becomes easier to, they can read on the same website or same link. So initially for 6 months or 1 year, it was like a hobby, and I am just writing travel journal kind of thing on online sites. That is my site, Travel With Me. After that, when my Travel With Me site used to rank well on Google platform, it was many brands used to now approach me. At that time, I came to know that I can also earn from this. Earlier, for my family also it was like a hobby, and for me also it was like a hobby. Then I explored and discovered that through this I can earn also. Like I monetize my site through ad networks, and then I put the affiliates of hotels, airlines, and tours. And then suddenly brands used to came me they want to get advertised on my sites. So then became more exploring for me how now I can earn from this. So from passion hobby it developed into a business side. And then because in Dubai you have to take a license if you are earning something from this, then I took a license also, media license also. Because if you are earning something, then here you have to take license officially if you want to open a business or work. So for that I took a license all because I was involved so much, and money was now coming in, so I took then license also.
That's wonderful to hear, युक्ति, कि आपकी जर्नी किस तरह से आगे बढ़ी. आप इंजीनियर थे, आप नई कंट्री में गए. Instead of looking for opportunities coming from your educational qualification, I noticed that you started to tap into opportunities. Like you said, Abu Dhabi was creative space and you could explore your painting and even get invited to international festivals in painting. And then when you moved to Dubai, you realized you are at a touristy place, and अगर लोग पूछ ही रहे हैं कि क्या करना है, कैसे आना है, क्यों ना उस पूरे एक्सपीरियंस को एक ब्लॉग के रूप में लोगों के सामने लाया जाए. आपका भी काम कम होता है. And most of the discoveries start as experiment and accident. And that's what I hear from your journey also, that you started to journal, like more like notes in journal on your website, and then slowly you started to identify the opportunities जो
Yes.
आपको एक अर्निंग कैपेसिटी दे सकता था एक नए देश में, एक नई जगह पे, and that too by sitting at your home, and you really don't have to go out, leveraging your travels. So Yukti, tell us more about your blog. It's called Travel With Me 24/7.
Yes.
And tell us more about your blog.
One of the most important thing that I learned from blogging is that now I can do this from any place. Now it is not place bound. Now I am flexible for means movement. Now this blog can run while I am sitting on airport or while I am sitting in North America, South America, Australia. Now place is not foundation for me. Earlier I used to means do whatever is going around me. Now through this blog I can do globally my work, or sitting in a village also I can do my work. Only thing I need is the internet and my laptop. So it is more of like a digital nomad kind of thing. So I can move and work. I can move and work, or I can sit at home and work. Both I can do. And during this blogging journey, I learned many things about monetization. Even I can develop e-commerce platform on my blog. Like I can sell my own merchandise, books, magazines, or any physical thing through my blog. If I want to do this, these are all future plans. Till now, I have done the affiliates and ad networks and all those branding collabs with the brands. So these are the things.
That's wonderful. So, if someone is visiting your blog today, what are the things they're likely to find? What are the kind of content that you focus on that they can read about? What are the kind of countries or places that you get excited that you have shared on your blog? Tell us a little bit more about your travel blog.
Yeah, my travel blog mostly means 90% it contains of my travels from the places which I have traveled, mostly from Europe, Middle East, North America. India, it is not covered much because when I was small, at that time I used to travel in India, means I have seen India a lot. But those photographs and those, because the content is missing, because nowadays transportation has become different from that time. So to guide them according to today's date, it would be a little tricky for me. I don't know how people commute internally in India. I know by trains and like in how to go by taxis and all that. It has become evolved. At that time, we used to take buses, and we used to go to nearby cities or interstate buses. Now it has become more taxi, Uber, and all that. But you will find outside India, you will find mostly on Europe, North America, Middle East, Australia, because I have lived in Australia also. So that kind of blocks, and I place a family kind of itinerary so that you cover most of the things, what children will like or wife will like or a husband will like. So more of a family kind of itinerary I used to give. And the hotels, I give the all options, like luxury options, mid range and budget range, and sometimes service apartment options also, because many people prefer that. So that kind of thing you will notice on my blog. And now as COVID is going on, so at that time many people are not traveling. So what you will find on my blog is like travel content, like something about a palace or best palaces or best waterfalls of the world. So something like that you want to read if you are not traveling also. So that kind of content is also fine, can be found out on my blog.
That's perfect. So, what I hear you say is that anything and everything to do with the countries that you have traveled or lived in, you have brought on your blog, and they are mostly family oriented. That if a family with children is planning a trip to, say, Australia, or some countries in Europe, or even Middle East, Dubai, where you are talking to us from, they'll find a lot of tried and tested material that they can rely on and read about before making their travel plan. And now with the kind of stuff that you're writing, it's about gearing up for the future. So if they want to, when the travel opens. So Yupi, I'm curious, and I'm sure a lot of audience would also be curious. In your conversation, you have mentioned, how you have been earning through your blog. You mentioned about the affiliates. You mentioned about the advertisements, and I'm sure there is a whole gamut of things that you started to identify. Can you share with us how this whole monetizing business from a blog works? What are the various steps or levels a person has to cross before they actually start to think of making money from it?
First of all, you have to buy a domain. uh, on the free blogs, you can't get the Google ad. Initially you start with Google ads, then you proceed towards the higher range of ads. So any ad network, they require your means domain name, your domain name, not higher, not under the WordPress or something, some site. So you, for free, you have to upgrade yourself to buy a domain. Then you should be consistent in writing. Like you are writing a weekly once, then you should be consistent in writing, not like that one month you are writing 8 posts, another month you are not writing. So that thing is also checked by the ad networks, that you are consistent in writing. And it doesn't happen on one day. For Google ad networks, you really need 6-7 months to apply for that. And before that, you should have proper disclaimers on your site. All those legal stuff you have to, even the about me also, who are you, because they don't want any robots to be operating the site. So they want to know about me, how can you be reached through, that should be mentioned clearly, because sometimes you see a site but you don't know the owner of that site. That also ad network sees. And after 6 to 7 months writing consistently, then you can apply for the ad network. Then within a month, sometimes within a month, but sometimes within days also, you get approved. Then they will give you whole list how to means put the ads on your site. They will give you the links, and you will get your own platform or your own space there. And they will ask you for your bank account, or through PayPal they pay you monthly, or they have some threshold value. कि after $100 they will pay you something like that. And for affiliates also, you have to do the same process. You have to apply for them. Different affiliates have different platforms, like booking.com takes directly, but TripAdvisor you have to go through CJ. CJ is the network which gives affiliates to many companies. So if you are approved in CJ, then you can put many other companies' links on your site.
Hmm.
So affiliates, you have to apply directly. They have their affiliate partner program on their website. Through that, you apply it. Within a month, you will receive a call from them what they want, and is your site means approved by them or not. And if you are not approved also, then they will list you why you are not approved. You can do some changes and advance your site. Then you can again reapply. It is not like that you are rejected, then you cannot reapply.
Okay. So what I get from this conversation is that if somebody thinks that they have a free domain, a domain they have not really owned, but it's available on the overall network of a host. Then we do not qualify for ads or affiliates, any of those two things.
Yes.
And also, heard you say that it is not something that today you start a blog and from tomorrow you'll start to earn. It takes about 6 to 7 months for the ad approval itself to come. After that, you can start to apply for affiliates. So advertisements on your website and affiliates are the two things that you just mentioned that can be the starting point for someone to start to monetize their blog, irrespective of whichever niche they are in. What are some other ways? We heard you also participate in travel shows.
Yeah, travel shows and travel media. Every year there are 3 to 4 famous travel events, like in London, Dubai, Brazil, and San Francisco. That is World Travel Week. So they every year they upload their form. So you have to upload your data on that. They will ask your website link. They will ask many other things about you. So you will upload it, and within 15 days they will give you the pass of media pass, so that you can attend that function. So it depends on them whether they want to select you or not. And as a media pass, you are free to attend that event. Rest others, they pay for the entry charges. But as a media event, you get connections while going there. So when you go there, you will be meeting the CEO of Emirates or CEO of Hyatt, Vice President Marketing. So you will get to know each other. It is a B2B program, like business to business. So when you meet business, then you can say something more about your blog when you meet personally with them. Then you can do a collab with a brand. So when you meet them personally, you can then they will hire you as a blogger, or they will invite you to feature themselves on your blog. So it depends. You can meet 50 to 60 people in a day. It is like running one after another. They are sitting there. They are all having their stalls there. So you can go and meet them, while taking your brochures, showing your blog on your iPad, or your previous branding collabs. If you have, even a newbie can also go. They sometimes look for new bloggers also, because new blogger have something unique thing. So you have to pitch them your ideas. How can you promote their destination or hotel? So many times they hire you. Success rate is like, if you are meeting 50 people, at least two to three people will revert you back.
That's something very realistic that you have shared, Yukti, and I must thank you for bringing all these point of views, because sometimes when people are starting off a blog and they see everyone or hear from people, oh, why don't you start earning from the blog that you have created? It's not that you don't have to work hard. I hear that there is a lot of hard work. First, you have to identify the right kind of events. Then you possibly have to spend money from your pocket as well to get to those events, even though you get your spot,
Yes, because
confirmed.
going to that city, booking your hotel and living there, that is also you have to do on your own.
Yes. And then I also get to see a very strong element of networking when you're meeting the heads of the big
And it is
companies.
not like that you have to go to events and do networking. You can do from LinkedIn and Facebook also. If you know a person like he is working in Lee Meridian, is working in Emirates, or he is working in ATR, then you can message them professionally with your biodata. Keep your biodata ready. Keep your media kit ready. You should always have your media kit and approach them. Don't approach them as if you are doing a spam or you are everyday approaching. Once you can approach them, also sometimes they reply you back.
Yeah. So networking, not only limiting to events, but through other sources as well. And then, having your stuff in place, the media kit, your bio handy, your website handy, brochures. And I also heard you say you have to pitch for an idea, like you have to
Pitch for
review
an
a
idea. Yeah,
property.
why you are promoting, because many others are also promoting. Why you will promote their destination or a hotel in a unique way? What you will do something extra to them? That you have to pitch your idea to them. That is why
Yeah.
they will hire you, because itself they have PR marketing teams. They have their own marketing teams. So why they will hire you? That you should have to give a new idea to them. As you are a blogger, you know your blog style, then you can pitch them very well, because you can explain more easily in which part they are lagging in promoting, because they are promoting from very top level. They don't know the people's mentality. They don't know how people will think about that kind of thing you can show in what people, because you are working on ground level. You know what your friends and relatives or your nearby people are saying. That idea you can communicate with them,
Yeah.
because they are always making those expensive advertisements. Expensive, they hire celebrities, they are for their PR team, it is like that. But for a blogger, it is not like that. Blogger means reality, what actually that place looks like.
So,
So
as a blogger, when somebody is going or reading about destinations or properties on your website, the chances are that they are more realistic
yeah.
in their approach, and that strengthens your position to even pitch to these companies. So
Yes.
that's fabulous to hear. There are a lot of opportunities that I could count. One is advertising, affiliates, then events, promoting properties, or doing reviews, writing in magazines, or writing in other platforms.
Yeah, newspapers.
See, and newspapers. So I can totally imagine and get the whole picture that it is not necessarily an easy ride, because you also have to have your stuff ready, like a
Yes,
media
because
kit and
weekly, if I
bio.
am writing, yes, if I am writing weekly, that stuff also should go on. And besides that, marketing is also going on hand by hand. So
Yes.
that and all those affiliates deadlines, that also we have to be in synchronized together. Nowadays, people are putting their Amazon shops also on their blog. They are partnering with them also.
So, from your journey, Yukti, it does look like it's a lot of work, but satisfying work. What are some of the lessons or tips if someone is watching this interview and they want to, create a blog of their own and start to make money from this as like a, source of a passive income or core income, irrespective of where they're living or where they're moving? What are top two lessons that they can seek from your journey that can help them make intelligent decisions as they start off?
Initially, you start. on the blog while thinking that you are not going to earn. First, you start with that and with your passion on the subject which you want to write, which you are expert, not educationally expert, but you think that you give good tips or good advice to others on that subject. You start writing and give always give honest advice, honest tips, because the readers can find out that the tips are honest, or because if you will pick him from here and there, then it will become same like other bloggers only. So if you will give honest advice and tips, then the followers will become loyal to you, and then your traffic will increase, your site's traffic will increase. Even Google also loves the unique content, so you have a good chance to rank well on Google homepage. So if you rank well on Google homepage, then many brands can approach you. So be unique in your content, and don't use the shortcut methods like what others have written. Use here and there other words, and you manipulate that thing in yours. Then it will be same, because Google have very high kind of robots. They check it, they find their those contents similar, and they will not put your site on the top, because those sites are old sites, they are ranking high. So when you are competing with the high ranking sites, write a unique content. What you think that you write, initially you may not get that response, but afterwards people will not get the you will not see that people you are reading the blogs, but you will see the Google rankings. Through that analytics, you can find out that response is getting better and better. Sometimes people don't say in front of you that your blog is good, but due to rankings on Google, you can find out that people are coming to my blog, they are reading it, because it is not like social media. Blog is not like social media. People are following you. Sometimes people are not following you, but they are reading your blog. They are reading your blog, they are following your advice, and that shows in Google rankings. Because when they are reading your blog, then your page time will increase, means they are spending more time on your blog. So that thing is shown in that reports. So don't think that I have no followers or nothing, then my blog is not doing well. Just see that rankings are doing good, then you are doing good.
Yeah. So very, very important point that come out from this. One is identify your niche. Like you chose travel for yourself. Somebody may want to write in recipes. Somebody may want to write about decor. Somebody may want to write about art and
Children.
painting.
Yeah. Somebody will write about children, somebody will write parenting advice, because they have their own experience, so they can share that well. So it is instead of giving advice to your neighbors, relatives, or on WhatsApp, it is good to put that on one platform so that all get benefit, and it will be not an argument in between WhatsApp or relatives also. And also you can give political advice, financial advice on share. Many are good at that also, but whole day we are arguing with others on politics or religion. It is better to write your views on your blog, and people may read it better, because that argument on Facebook or WhatsApp will do nothing.
Yeah.
About on some topic or something, people are biased so much. So it is better to start your channel, and maybe you can earn also. Maybe brands can approach, because for those also brands are there, like for financial or political market also there are brands.
Yeah.
They can come
So
to you.
yeah. So there are a lot of ideas you have given to the audience. I'm sure something or the other would click with them if they have to start their blog today. I think two important points that you have raised. Once they have identified their niche, number two, most important point is being original. Do not follow the herd. Find out what you are excited about and what your expertise in, and start to write your own content. And third, do not copy. Do not take others' material and start to make your own, because it is going to actually be harmful for your blog in the long run. Because there are ways, Google and other mechanisms that manage this whole blogging community will catch you, and there is no escape over there. So those are fabulous, fabulous tips, Yukti, and it has been so nice to talk to you. Any closing words that you have for the audience today?
The closing words is this. you should follow your passion and do it honestly and with lots of hard work, because hard work is anyway everywhere. It is not like that the people who are going to 9 to 5 job, they are not doing hard work. They are also doing hard work, and by sitting at home, and if you are doing something, that also needs a lot of hard work. So there is no shortcut to success. Initially, it is I can say blogging is like farming. When you sow seeds, you don't know how the crop will come up, but then also you sow the seeds, you wait for 6 months, and then you see how the crops have grown. The more you pamper the soil and more you water, means give the proper sunlight water, then it will start develop. Same is like blogging. So more of hard work you need to put into this blogging field. And I once one more thing, that blogging is gets you a lot of fame also. Fame means people recognize you. Means while you are sitting on an airport or railway station, people come to you, oh, I have read your blog. So that also is a sense of achievement instead of money. Many strangers will come to you in supermarket, oh, you are that blogger, I read your blogs. Even sometimes husbands say to me that, why are you making so much travel? My wife is always after me. She reads your blog. She wants to take me every weekend. I want to do. So that gives a lot of satisfaction, and means sometimes you don't earn money, but that fame you get, that love you get is also worth for what you are doing, what you are putting the hard efforts. So that I want to tell you all कि in blogging में आपको प्यार भी मिलता है लोगों का. So blogging में people loves you apart from money. So वो प्यार जीतने के लिए, दिल जीतने के लिए blogging कर सकते हैं आप. वो एक अलग ही फेम और आपकी जगह बनाएगा. आप एक अलग एक जगह बनेगी आपकी. And intellectually also it will keep you occupied.
परफेक्ट. आई थिंक ये बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात आपने बताई कि हर एक चीज को हमें पैसे के नजरिए से नहीं देखना चाहिए. द लव, द फेम एंड रिकॉग्निशन वी गेट बाय ब्लॉगिंग इज इटसेल्फ इज अ वेरी वेरी बिग रिवॉर्ड. सो युक्ति, थैंक यू सो मच ऑन फॉर योर टाइम एंड टॉकिंग टू अस ऑन द इंटरव्यू लाइन at Unakriti. If somebody wants to reach out to you, what's the most preferred way that you want people to contact you?
They can visit my blog, Travel With Me 24/7.
I think that's the best way because the
24/7 on my blog, so they can reach anytime.
Wonderful. So Yukti's travel blogs details and all her social media handles are shared in the description of this video on YouTube. We have seen how, you know, a hobby or a passion can actually be converted into something which is money making, and we don't have to stop ourselves because we have not taken educational qualification in that. Yukti's journey gives us that view, and there are no shortcuts to success and fame and money. On that note, stay tuned at the interview line, and like Yukti, you will meet fabulous people who will join from all over the world and share their journeys of how they are monetizing multiple potentials within them. Subscribe to Unakriti at YouTube if you haven't so far, and see you very soon with another episode with another fabulous person. And don't forget to tap your avatars. Bye-bye for now.